that's a big one. That's a big one. I didn't get the first fish on film because I wasn't sure if I was gonna film or not, but I ended up catching a nice solid chunk, 2.5, maybe 2 3/4, something like that, on a bladed jig here. Fish around this grass and duckweed or whatever it's called. There he was, he came up and got it, hammered it. Looks like a twin to the one I just caught. Solid chunk. Thank you for coming to play today. Appreciate you. You'll go back. Hopefully you guys were able to see that. That was pretty cool. That was like real cool, actually. Get off of there, braid. There we go. Caught. Now I got 2 good ones. One on camera, one not on camera. Ooh. Oh, there was one and he missed it. Oh, he came back and got it though. Or a different fish, baby. We are on them today right now. Another little chunky fish. Thank you, sir. Come back and see us once you've gained a few pounds. There we go. On the edges of this drought grass or duckweed or whatever. I don't even know what this particular type of grass is called. We call it so many different random things. I call it duckweed because ducks are normally up in it. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. That one's a big one. Oh, God. That's a big one. That's a big one. Oh, that's a chunk. Golly. Oh, that fish will easily go 5. Guarantee that one. God, that's closer to 6 probably. That's a good fish right there, folks. Shoot, I'm actually gonna have to get a picture of this one. I don't even know if I can get the whole thing in the picture with me. I can't. That's big. Oh, big. Oops, about snagged myself there. And away she goes. Whew. Man, that was a fun one. Pulling drag and everything. Holy cow. Well, we're on them right now. and you can darn near see him come up and get it because we're waking this bait. Just throwing it on the outside of these grass edges. Pulling it over the top of them, dropping it down a little bit. God, that was a big one. That was a pretty solid one. There's bigger ones in here though. I've caught them. I'll bet we get one here. Yep, he missed it. He hit it. He picked it up. He had it. I felt him. I could even see him. I could see the wake come back from behind. Oh, gosh, I thought he had it. I know I'm pulling it through that grass, but I could have swore I felt a pullback. That's wild. Let's walk around. Holy crap. Let's walk around this thicket and we'll be right back. Okay, so we walked around that little thing. The deal of it is the water's been down for so long, I'm not used to having to walk all the way back here. So, it's definitely interesting. Oh gosh, I saw him come from it, or come for it. Oh, and I got too excited. Oh, I got too excited. Pulled it away from him. Oh, dang it. And I missed him. Or her, just whichever. There he is. Came back and got it. Oh. Crushed it. Crushed. Alright, this is going to be a good video for you guys. And these fish are both spawn. And they're just up shallow protecting. These are protectors, dude. You want to talk about big old giant male bass? That's a big old male right there, folks. Holy smokes. That's a good solid 3 right there. Good chunk. Let him go. Doing his job. Guarding those fry. Whew. Goodness gracious. Let's see if we can get another one. I mean, gee whiz. Talk about smashing it and hitting it super hard. I mean, pulling drag. See if there's another one up there in that general area. So we might let this little area calm down. We'll walk around and fish from there back this way. And then we can get over there and really fish this pocket. But we'll let it calm down. Had to make one more cast. Okay, let's walk back. We'll take another couple of rods with us and try and do a couple other things. So stay tuned, guys. We're gonna catch more fish. This is gonna be a lot of fun. Like I said, this isn't even what I wanted to do. I just came by here to mess around for a few minutes, and it looks like we stumbled into something. So stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back with more MudHole Bassin. Okay, so I was about to walk around. I just tied on a couple different baits, but I saw tons of swirling. So I've got a new MadBite spinner bait, and I just want to toss it around here just to see real quick. I actually haven't even fished these. I don't know how they look in the water. Oh, it's all right. I think my little swim bait trailer's too big for it. Actually take that trailer off. The bait looks good in the water though. Okay, so that it's not hurting it too bad. Cool. It's not even hurting it at all, actually. I just saw, like I said, I saw some swirls, and I was like, well, maybe they're back there again. Okay, we're gonna walk down the dam. We'll end up on the other side, fish over there, and work our way around. Maybe we will put our kayak in here. Just cast up shallow and fish all these fish everywhere. Ooh! Fell down the dam there. The cow's walking back here. Ooh, there was a limb to the dome. Here's my little boat we used to go grab the ducks whenever the wind's not blowing. But it's got a leak in it, so we can only go one person at a time in the front and lift the leak up out of the water. All right. See, we get swirls. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. I like it. Activity. Bluegills. Here. Little bass. There. That's what we're looking for. Okay, so we're gonna throw these. Let's throw this spinnerbait. I really just want to catch one on this spinnerbait. I think we can rock them on it. There we go. Wrapped around the rod head. There's one came up and bit the tail. There's a little guy. Came up and got the old spinnerbait. There we go. Some MadBite spinnerbait for you guys, little guy. Thanks for coming to play. What I really like about these MadBite spinnerbaits, swim jigs, and the bladed jig is they're really small and compact. Like, I mean, you have, you know, they're almost finessey, and you can burn them without them coming up out of the water. You can keep them down, and that's my thing. I like to reel it fast. I want to catch fish that are active, and I don't want to finesse them a whole bunch, but I want to fish fast because I want to cover water effectively. If I find fish and I'm having problems getting them to bite or hang on, then yeah, we'll slow down and finesse them a little bit, but I'd much rather cover water and catch active fish that are eating, and make them bite with that reaction strike. You know, zing something by their face at Mach 5. There's one right there. Saw him come out from that little thing of grass. Oh, he was bigger than I thought when I tried to flip him up. Big old fatty. Could that be a... I don't know if that's a spawn, if that fish is spawned, hasn't spawned. I don't see any tail action. But that's a fat fish, I don't know. Could be. There she goes. And away. Nice. Alright, so there was one right there. Another one, little one. I don't know, maybe these fish haven't spawned yet. These little guys, these old buck bass are up there getting them. Who knows? Oh, I landed it on top of one though. I saw it move out. Let him cool down. MadBite spinnerbait. Looks really good in the water. And apparently it catches fish. With the old black and blue. That's what I caught that big old catfish on the other day. Alright. My pond rule. Here's your tip of the day, folks. Tip of the day, when you're fishing small bodies of water like this, you know, it's only a 2-acre pond, maybe 3. Hell, I don't know. I don't know how real big an acre is by the eye. It's not real big, okay? It's big enough you can't cast across it, but at the same time, you know, it's not big. A few acres. If you're making more than 10 casts without getting a bite, after you've caught fish, pick up, move, go somewhere else. Do something different. Try different bait, but if you're not getting bit, changing it up, then let that spot rest, go somewhere else. So we're gonna walk around, go that way, and see what we can do. Stay tuned for more, hopefully more solid chunk catching action on MudHole Bassin. Just for grins, let's see if there's any back here. There's a frog right there. Yep, and there were fish back here too. I really thought we'd probably get a bite there, right there, to be honest. I have to say, even though the water I know right here is only about 10 inches deep, I thought we'd probably get a bite. Alright. Ooh! Let's try not to kill ourselves. Survive. We gotta survive the trip. Alright, we're gonna walk around this thicket here. Meet up on the other side on this grass point here. It's gonna be good. Tell you what, it has become a pain in the butt to walk around this pond now that it is full. And it's gonna be real interesting to see how full this thing gets over the next few days. We're supposed to get several several inches of rain, flooding and all kinds of stuff. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. MadBite bladed jig, black and blue. Look at him, they're right up there in the shallows. There it was. Came up and got it right there. I mean, you can darn near just call your shot. Pretty white fish. This water's, thing of it is, this water's not dirty. It's just tea colored, I guess you'd say. It's just really clean and pretty clear, but it's got a sand dirt bottom, so it looks a lot rougher than it is. Oops, the head on my trailer is coming off. So what we will do, bite it down a little bit, make it a little shorter. Put that dude on there. There we go. Back at him. Alright, back at him, and again, different angle. We're essentially fishing the same fish. Different angle, and then we're on a different side of the grass. There he is. Oh, see? And I'll bet that's the fish I missed on the other side. Dadgummit, and he came up and he bit the tail off. Shoot. Ain't that something? Let's see, I didn't bring any trailers. I should have brought a pack of trailers with me in my pocket, but I did not. Alright, so we're going to leave that fish alone and, and see what else can happen. Pretty interesting miss there. And I've got no trailer here. It's just all jacked. So we're pretty much just throwing the old bladed jig, which, you know, the weird thing is I've never been successful throwing a bladed jig without a trailer on it, but I've never been successful throwing a spinnerbait with a trailer. So very strange on that. Let me know what you guys think about that. Are you always throwing a trailer on your chatterbaits, bladed jigs, what have yous? Are you throwing them on your spinnerbaits? Like I said, I've never been one to have success with a trailer, a plastic trailer on a spinnerbait, but I have had success with them on a bladed jig. So something that's a little interesting. And I am fishing fast reels. You know, these are, I think this is an 8.6 or 8.1 to 1, 8.2, something like that in my other reels that I've got with me today. So I'm usually 100% KastKing, but I've got some new stuff as gifts from people, and gotta fish them. Birthday presents and stuff like that, you know. Kind of surprised I didn't get one there, to be honest. And when the water level is up like this, during the summer, it gets real fun out here, because you come out here and wade, and I'll wade the pond, and hell, it'll get up to your shoulders, but you can catch bigs while you're up here barely bobbing your head above the water. Alright, there ought to be one right here off the edge of this deal. So I'm coming out of the grass, the V. Need the jaws. Saw him come and grab that one. That was cool. So I was able to call it right there on the edge. Not a big fish, but another just chunky, solid keeper fish. Like I said, these fish, I mean, they get to be predictable. You know, I called that one. I knew exactly where he was going to be, right there on the edge. There ought to be one over here too, maybe, if I didn't just scare them all off. Probably scared them a little bit, you know. Well, we'll see if there's any up here. If you can cast to an outside corner from the bank and run it down, pretty much there's probably going to be a fish there. There's that MadBite spinnerbait. So far it's been a pretty solid day. Brought the kayak, haven't needed to put it in the water yet. Who knows? I could have been smoking them at the other pond and catching giants, but you never can tell when you're catching them. It's that whole thing. It's hard to leave fish. You know, leave fish to find fish, however the hell that goes. I don't want to leave 3 and 4 pounders whenever, you know. There ought to be one over here somewhere. Oh, he was coming. He was coming. He was coming. Just ran out of room. See, there he is again. Got him that time. Oh gosh. Awesome. Awesome. Got her. Got him. On the outside, just swatted at her. Beauty. I don't know anybody from the. Awesome. And away he or she goes. Wow, what a fish. We saw her. We saw her twice. Miss. Finally got her. Boom. Very exciting. Super cool. Ah, good stuff. Got another one. I didn't get the camera turned on before I casted. Dude, I'm telling you, freaking jacking them today. Awesome, another little chunky male. Thanks, fish. Thanks for coming to play. Tell you what, these MadBite spinnerbaits are getting their earning their keep today. And I'm really trying to just wake it. If I knock it out of the water, okay, big deal. Like I said, I'm trying to get a reaction bite. I want these fish to try to kill it, hit it. I mean, the fish I just caught before, that smaller one, you saw it, it was hooked on the outside of the face. He wasn't trying to eat it, he was just pissed off. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I am digging this. What a fun little hour we've had. Ooh, there's one. Another one. Now, do we want to throw a spinner? Oh gosh, they're everywhere. I'm not going to be able to get back here though. It's too soggy. But if we can get a fish out of it. I'm almost certain. Set our rods down over there where it's a little drier. Luckily, I wore my boots today. There he was. I knew it. It's just a matter. Oh gosh, that's a good one too. That's another. Oh gosh, there's another big one right there. Wow. Golly. Another 3-pounder. Dude, we're on them today, folks. I'm telling you. We are just flat catching them. And like I said, it's real simple. We're not doing anything. We're not doing anything fancy, nothing special. Just swimming this spinnerbait or a bladed jig just on the outsides, and when it gets to the stuff, pulling it over and then dropping it in a hole. You know, it's real simple. These fish are right here in these edges. And they're eating, you know, there's nothing else to it. They're flat out eating. Just like that. Golly. Gosh, dog. Another solid little 1 3/4, 2 pounds. And I will say this, I don't fish the spinnerbait much anymore these days. I used to do it a lot. It was my favorite thing. I may be starting to fish spinnerbait a little more often. These MadBite spinnerbaits doing me pretty good. I'm really impressed, actually, to be honest about it. People talk about spinnerbaits breaking a lot. You know, with the War Eagle spinnerbaits, talk about you only get 4 or 5 fish out of one before they break. Tell you what, I'd be super pissed if I spent $7 or $8 on a spinnerbait and only caught 3 fish on it before it broke. Me personally, never had a spinnerbait break. That being said, I've never bought a War Eagle. But I'm impressed with these MadBites because I'm catching solid fish and I haven't had anything break, knock on wood. But we're kind of in a dead zone now back here, so we'll probably start working our way back up with a different bait just to see. So stay tuned. We'll be back with more, hopefully more great, awesome fish catching, continued fish catching action on MudHole Bassin. All right. So we've started the migration slowly. Again, there's just a opening here, so I'm going to toss this little bladed jig around here. Like I said, I know this pond has bigs in it because I've caught 8-pounders out of here. I say that close. I caught 2 the same day that were 7-10 and so 7-12. So there's giant ones in here. It's just a matter of getting them to cooperate with us. Alright. Well, that wasn't very eventful. Unfortunately, the walk back did not produce anything. That's okay. Maybe we'll pick up a couple over there. So, we'll see. Just saw a big swirl over here, so we're going to stop by him. Just toss the spinnerbait over there and see. Hell, I landed it on that fish. There he is. Another one. That's not the same fish. That's a different one. I guess it could be the same one. Another beauty. Cool. Well, we saw a swirl and we caught a fish. I don't know if it was the swirl that we saw, but we'll take it. Shoot a video on our yak on this pond one day just for grins. I want to get out here and just see how deep it is when it's full. You know, when it's full like it is now, I'm curious about the depth. Because I haven't seen it empty. I've seen it very, very low. And I've seen it full. But definitely, there's one right there. There we go. One more for the ride home. Another little cute little buck bass. Let me look at this guy. Yeah. I don't know, could have been a small female. Had a real big big belly on her. Could have been another female. Just a small one. Alright, I think that's going to do it for us today. What are we fishing with today? The new MadBite swim jig. Okay, the new MadBite bladed jig, which you guys know me, I'm a big fan of the old chatterbait type stuff. MadBite spinnerbait. I really like this color. I just happened to tie it on a darker color one because I tied on the swim jig that looks like that. So also throwing it with some various zoom trailers. Here's the big spinnerbait kit from MadBite. All my baits fell out of the box, but they're down there. Guys, go check these out. They are fish catching machines.